the Super Gorilla YT. Oh, that's a good start to a video. Might use that for the next video. Hey, it's me, Super Gorilla YT. Oh, that's a banger. But, pretty much right now on the screen, I'm going to be playing every boss that I found on the screen for Sonic Forces. And also my favourite level somewhere in there. I don't know where. But it's one of the first ones. I think it's like level 4. I believe this is level 5, the first boss, against Zavok from Sonic Lost Worlds. And his little bee hornet thing, like wasp, I don't know what it is. But let's just get into the topic of the video. We can kind of slow down. This is a half-hour long. Takes a while to beat every boss, especially because I'm so terrible at the game. When I'm playing the level, I am speed running it at max speed. So it's pretty much just bosses, because the level is only there for like less than a minute, probably, I would guess. So, in most of the video is the final boss. You should know, because that is too hard. But let's get into the topic of today's video. The topic of today's video is, you might have guessed it from the thumbnail and the title, it is, why do people always hate on Sonic Forces? Now, before we get into why I think people don't like this game personally, I want to tell you why I do like this game. And I do think it's a good game. Aside from that horrible final boss, it is so unforgiving. Here we go. So, the first thing I want to say is, this was like the first game I got for my very first console, my Xbox One. I got it the like, I want to say the year, and that's me lost. I think I got it the year this came out, 2017, for my Xbox. And you know what, it was fun. It was fun. Matter of fact, you just saw me lose that boss because it's too hard for a first boss. But funnily enough, I actually couldn't beat it when I got the game either. I vividly remember my auntie having to beat this this boss for me, which is pretty funny. But the boss we're on right now, the first infinite fight as Sonic, I did beat myself, because it's like the easiest boss of the game, I think. Because you hit him like every second, it's so easy. And this bit is just spamming the A button. Or is it the X button on PlayStation? Yeah, it is. So yeah, it's really easy. But what I'm getting at here is, there is a bit of nostalgia. But I do remember always loving this game. The only times I wouldn't like it is when the game got hard. Like, I was, for years, I've been stuck on the 28th level as a classic Sonic. When you're on, like, the tower bit. It was really frustrating. I would get near the end, but I just couldn't beat it. But the minute I beat that level, that was the day I beat the game. So, that's good. But now, I'm starting to come back to the game. And no, it's not because of that mods thing on computers. I don't know what it's called, but it's like, it's supposed to be like a sequel. It's not for that. I mean, I don't even have that on my Xbox, which is where I'm playing, where you're getting this gameplay from. But yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to say is, this game is good because I just like it. It's also good, from my opinion, by the way. This is you could hate it all you like, you can love it all you like. I don't mind. It's your opinion. But my opinion is that it's good because, yes, of nostalgia, and also, yes, because I just think it's a good game. And that's it. Now, let's finally get into the bit you've all been waiting for. Well, I already died. Is, why do people not like this game? And the short answer of this definitely asked question is probably because I actually don't know. I don't know why people don't like it, but I'm gonna go watch some videos of why people don't like it, and I'll catch you on the flip side. So I'm back, and what I found out is very, very shocking. Here it is. Here are the reasons why Sonic Forces isn't good to most people. Number one is the levels are too short and they're too boring. Which, I can see where they're coming from. I think it's round about, like, maybe after this boss. I don't know, I don't remember. But it's somewhere around here where I how do I say it? Play that level, and you can definitely tell that as this. Wait, hold on. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, as one of these videos said, the levels are short. They're so, like, they're long. They're kind of all right length, but they're just a bit too long. No, like a bit too short. The minute they start getting good, it immediately just ends, kind of abruptly. And I think that's very true. You can definitely tell that these levels were a bit rushed, and I can definitely agree to that. It is a very short levels. I'm gonna give my own bit of context here. Even the bosses are not that long either. You know, like the bosses are like, I don't think it's debated that the bosses are the best part of the game, but they definitely are. My favourite boss are the infinite bosses. Oh yeah, that's another thing I've heard some people hating about this game. Infinite. Which, you know, I can see why someone might not like Infinite, but me personally, I think he's pretty cool. I actually love Infinite as a villain. The only bad part about him is he's just so weak. I'm not talking about the bosses, actually. This boss and the one where you're like chasing Infinite down, I think, which is after this boss, which I'm sorry, I think I got it wrong. I think there was a Metal Sonic boss in between these two that I just couldn't find. No, there had to be an Infinite boss. I remember chasing Metal Sonic down as it was like another chase one, but it was on a bridge, and you were classic Sonic. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I couldn't find it. But people people are talking about his origin story, where pretty much the only reason why he's like evil and like hates you is because he got beat up by Shadow. Which, I mean, fair enough, that's a tragic backstory. But, you know, I don't mind it. I mean, sure, he's pretty weak. I mean, how are you supposed to be scared of him when he's got beat up before by Shadow? You know, it kind of makes him seem less intimidating. But I think he's pretty cool. He's all right. Another reason I found is that it is Tails. Tails, just like Infinite, is really weak and scared in this game. There's this one part of like the start of the game, start game cutscene, where this one robot, one of the like tiny robots with the little like gun things that shoot out the little like fireball things, I don't know what you call them. One of them is right in front of Tails. In Tails, like, I don't know, in literally any other game, would just jump on his head and he'd die, right? Not in Sonic Forces. In Sonic Forces, he just sits there and kind of hides his head and just kind of like, I think he like shouts for Sonic or something, which is just so not Tails to do. Tails would figure something out or, you know, solve the problem like on his own, but he just gets scared and just doesn't do anything. Which funnily enough was brought up in all 3 of the videos I watched, which was pretty funny. I was like, kind of noticing a pattern. Another thing that people don't like about this game is a pretty big one, but the character you play as, not Sonic, and not classic Sonic, but I'm talking about the like character you make, like the custom character, is just so weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but he's very awkward, if that makes any sense. And this isn't a thing I found in a video, this is just a thing that I've noticed while playing the game. I don't know if it's because he doesn't talk or what, but just very weird in general. Another thing I personally noticed is that, I know this is like opinion based, I mean the whole video is opinion based, but you know, this is like the Super Gorilla YT's like personal opinion on the game, but the little guy you make up's weapons, I think, to be honest, the one you start with, the fire one that I'm using in all of these, the red one with the fire that comes out, is just the best, because you'll notice it especially when we get to like the final boss, like when you fight him and when you fight Eggman and the huge like black like spider thing. When you fight him in that, you notice that when his hand comes down, instead of jumping on it like you're supposed to, or even right there with Infinite, instead of jumping on his head like you're supposed to, I just kind of do that and just kind of burn him. Because if you noticed, his health always goes down when you do that. But if you just like jump on his head or anything like that, his health goes down only when you're hitting him. But obviously you've got to jump away and then jump back on his head. If you're getting what I mean. But with the fire, you're just always attacking them and like always burning them. So I think the fire is just the best pick, and some of them just don't even attack things. I don't know which ones. Again, I hardly use them, but I believe the purple one that is funnily enough used in the Xbox art for the game. How do I explain it? Like Sonic Adventure 2's cover art is like Sonic and Shadow like jumping with Sonic 2 writing at the bottom, and then on the side Xbox 360. But the Sonic Forces one is it'll probably be it's the thumbnail for the video. If you look at the, I don't even know what to call them, like your own guy that you make, he has the purple one in his hand, but it's one of the worst ones, and it's like technically like the official one. I know that like on a lot of things, the character that you play as, I'm just gonna call him the custom guy. The custom guy is like red sometimes. I found that he's usually red with glasses on, for whatever reason. He usually is a wolf with glasses on, which is quite odd. But yeah, it's very weird how the base thing is the best. It's very, very, very weird. Another thing I found is that, to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you here. This is probably the worst part about the game. Get ready for this. This is a big one. Green Hill Zone. I know it's early in the game. Actually, it's the first level. But it's such a big letdown. Because, as you know, this is a huge problem. You know, every single new Sonic game has been starting with Green Hill Zone, and it sucks so much. Honestly, I could make a whole video on this situation, but I definitely won't. I was about to say I definitely will on accident, but I definitely won't. But it's just such a big problem that I think needs to be dealt with very soon, because come on, man. Green Hill Zone again. It's just, come on. Why? This is the worst part about the entire game. Why, Sega? Why? But pretty much what I'm trying to get at here is, well, it's not very good, is it? It's a very, very bad move, and hopefully soon, maybe Sonic games will maybe not start with Green Hill. I know it's not Green Hill, it's like Sand Hill. No, that's from a different game. I don't know what it's called, but it's called something weird. And let me tell you, when I say that, I don't think there should be another Green Hill ever in Sonic. I know that's a bit controversial. A lot of people like Green Hill being in Sonic, but I don't. But enough, staying on this part of the game that's in a lot of games. Let's get into another thing I don't like about the game. Guess what, guys? Big opinion coming in here. I don't like, get this, the homing attack. I know, big shocker here. But the homing attack is just not good. I don't like it, man. It feels like, seeing that huge green circle with the green plus on it, it just makes it feel too easy, if that makes any sense. Don't you just miss in Green Hill in Sonic 1, where you had to actually think of where you had to jump to land on the enemy's head? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that so great? Don't you think? It's alright in some cases. Like, I don't know if this is in Sonic Forces. I haven't played the game in ages. Well, like I said, from boss fights, obviously, in this video. But what I'm trying to say is, in Sonic Adventure 2, the very few times, no, not few, the times where there are enemies above pits, and you have to homing attack to jump across the enemies' heads to get onto the next platform, that's fine. As a matter of fact, that's pretty fun doing that. I like doing that. And you know what? Fair enough. Not without homing attacks, that'd be pretty hard. But we don't need homing attacks every time we see an enemy. Do we? No, we don't. So yeah, that's already a lot of reasons why people might not like Sonic Forces. So yeah, that's a lot of reasons. But I think even though this is a game about why people don't like Sonic Forces, I don't like being this mean about games that I love so much, like Sonic Forces, or even any Sonic game. Every Sonic game is good in my book. So, oh gosh, I have to reconnect. I think that happened 2 times, just to let you know. But what I'm trying to get at here is, I do love this game, so I don't want to keep hating on it for the whole video. I did say good things about it at the start, like how the bosses are really good and all that, but nah, I think we need more. So, here's the few good things. No, not few, that seems even, I thought I'm not supposed to be mean. But here's the good things about Sonic Forces. Number 1 is the story. Story's alright. I like how for the whole game, sadly it's still not here after the game, after I've beat this boss. Well, I've already beat him, so you'll never see it again, sadly, unless I do a restart on my save, which I won't be doing. But I like how for the whole game, as you're playing it, there's like a story about how Eggman's conquering the world, and it shows like your progress every time you beat a boss, I think. I was going to say every time you beat a level, but I think it's every time you No, it is every time you beat a level. Every time you beat a level, it gives you like a percentage, like how much of the world is not conquered by Sonic, but like restored by Sonic. Yeah, like that. And how much of it is conquered by Eggman. And it gives you like a percentage. Like at the start, it's like, I think after you beat that like Green Hill copy, it's like 99 is Eggman, and like the whole world is red, and then that only splodge of Green Hill, or whatever you call it, is blue. Because if you notice, in the world map of the game, all of it's either white or blue. The white bits are kind of like places that you've just never been to, but the blue bits are where like the levels you've beat are. So like you're turning all the red bits, aka the uncompleted levels, into blue, which means they're completed, and Eggman doesn't have them. If you get what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you've played the game, or if you're playing the game currently, or if you get the game and you play one, if you beat one level, you'll get what I mean. See, that's pretty cool. Still got like 10 minutes left. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to stall? That's the only bad part about like having such long gameplay. I at least wanted to beat this boss and that'd be it. But how long have I spent on this level? This boss, like, I don't know, like, I want to say like 15 minutes. I mean, that is like and I've died again. That is like a level long. That is like a not a short video, but like a short video on YouTube length. Like just a bit longer than a TikTok. But you know, I want to do like a boss rush. That's what they should add. They should add a boss rush. That'd be so fun. They should give you like billions of XP if you beat it in the one go. And they should have a checkpoint for every boss. So that'd be cool. But, you know. Another good part about the game is, as I said, your own character is a good idea. I like it. It's a very good idea, and I wish more Sonic games had it. I know your customizable character shouldn't be a main character. Like they shouldn't be in every Sonic game after Sonic Forces. But it would be cool to get to see them more. That'd be cool. And maybe there could be a way. I don't know if this is possible, but if there's a way, let me think about that. Yeah, there should be a way to. Maybe not actually. No, probably not. I was thinking of Deltarune there, because if you know anything, if you've played Deltarune before, if you've played Chapter 1 and 2, I know this is a bit off topic, but you would know there's a way to get your data from Chapter 1 over to Chapter 2, so that when you fight, I don't know what his name is, but he's in the tank thing you made from Chapter 1, which is a nice touch, or it just gets randomised if you don't have like Chapter 1 data. But I was thinking of if they could do that, but I don't think they could, because Deltarune can only probably do that because it's on the same, like, well, first of all, device, and second of all, It's technically the same game, just like a different episode, if you know what I mean. Like a different like game. It's like Sonic Origins, you know. They're they're different games, but they're like in the same box, if that makes any sense. Like, yes, it's Deltarune Chapter 1, but it's still Deltarune. Yes, it's still Sonic 1 data going to Sonic 2 data, but it's still in Origins, so that could be possible. If that makes sense. I'm kind of rambling on here for a bit. Wow, you've made it to near the end of the video. This half-hour video, just me talking for half an hour. I literally sat here on my Xbox home, just staring at the Sonic Forces thing, trying to think of things to talk about. Looking at the YouTube icon, thinking of the videos I watched to help me get some inspiration or some ideas to put down. But something I want to say before the video ends is I actually don't know what to say. I guess just be expecting a new video tomorrow. Maybe only just one though, because 2 would be too hard. Maybe 2, but only expect like a Gorilla Tag video and maybe a gameplay with commentary over video about a random topic. And all I can say is my next video will be a commentary with gameplay video, and expect something not Sonic gameplay in the background. I know, very different. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Enjoy me destroy this guy's butt. Nah, I'm not leaving you alone for 2 minutes. That'd be boring, huh? So, I guess I just wanted to say that, yeah. My next video, I actually don't really have an idea of what it could be about. Hold on. No, sign out. Sign in, sorry. Sorry guys, you get to listen to me planning on what my next video could be, possibly. That's a good idea. Is it? Maybe? No, probably not. Maybe. I could talk about that game for hours actually. Yes. Oh, but that's... actually, yeah. Why not? Yeah. Alright, I have my next idea. I might actually just go and do it right now. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Once this video's uploaded, just know, as a matter of fact, the minute, I can probably say this, the minute you're listening to this, I am getting Descenders gameplay. If you don't know what Descenders is, you'll find out soon. Probably going to be like another, maybe like a 20-minute video. That's me defeat the boss. So now, I will leave you to it. Boo! Did that scare you? Probably not. But now I'm gonna head. Gonna get some Descenders gameplay. And yeah, I guess that's me done. Good. Bye. Bye.